What is up, noobs? What is up, pros? Swiggy here from Swiggy Bros, and welcome back to another video. And today, what you're watching is a little bit of COD Ghost gameplay. And I just got this little gameplay just to put in the background because I kind of want to broaden my horizons on my channel a little bit. But today, I'm going to be starting a brand new series. As you can tell, it's going to be called My Thoughts On, and whatever topic I want to talk about that week, this will probably be the place for, like, channel updates and stuff like that, so I don't have to make, like, a separate video every 5 days when I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. This will be a weekly series that I will do, hopefully weekly, I'm not entirely sure. Most likely it'll come out on Sundays or Mondays, somewhere around that time. Today I want to talk about my thoughts on Ebola. As you guys probably have heard, there was a few cases of Ebola in Texas, Dallas, Texas, I think, to be exact. I'm not 100% sure. But I just wanted to talk about it today because everyone's kind of freaking out about it at my school and a lot of other places on social media and stuff like that as well. First, the facts. I want to talk about some of the symptoms of Ebola. Now, if you guys are kind of the faint of heart or the faint of stomach even, you might not want to listen to this. But some of the symptoms which are and include and are not limited to nausea and vomiting, bloody diarrhea, red eyes, a raised rash where it's like up off your skin a little bit, a chest pain and cough, stomach pain, and severe weight loss. We read a book in class the other day about some of these other symptoms of Ebola, and it said if you get far enough along going downhill in Ebola, you could end up bleeding from any pore in your body, any opening, anywhere. That's why you can bleed out your butt, you can bleed out your eyes, you can bleed out your tear ducts, you can bleed out your nose or whatever. Your blood's gonna come out until you die. It's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's not something you should be scared of because it can only be contracted through blood. If you get the blood in your system, any other body fluid from someone who has been infected with Ebola, any object that has been contaminated with the virus, such as needles and syringes, and infected animals, if they bite you and get that in your system, once again, it just has to enter your bloodstream. And Ebola is not spread through the air, by water, or food. But however, in Africa, even though I don't think I have any African viewers, Ebola may be spread by handling bush meat, which I don't know exactly what that is, and infected bats, and there is no evidence that mosquitoes or other insects can transmit the Ebola virus. Only mammals and like humans, bats, monkeys, apes, they're the only ones that have shown any ability to become infected and spread the Ebola virus. So now that I got the facts out of the way, I just wanted to talk about my opinions, my thoughts on Ebola, I guess. Ebola really shouldn't scare you as long as you're safe, and if you know someone has Ebola, you're gonna if you have watched this far in the video, you've obviously seen the symptoms that I talked about earlier. If you see any of the symptoms, just don't do any of the things that I said would contract it, such as the body fluids or the needles and syringes. Just don't do that with the people that you know are infected, because if someone's infected, you're going to be able to tell. It's not something that's going to be kind of hidden behind closed doors. Ebola takes about 7 days start to finish for you to either die or get over the whole thing. So it's going to move pretty quick, and you're going to know when it's happening, and you're going to be able to tell. So it really shouldn't scare you that you might just get it from anywhere. Like I said, you can't get it through the air or through water unless someone has put their bodily fluid and just urine, sweat, feces, vomit, breast milk, and semen from anybody who's infected. That's just about the only way you can get it, through like from a bodily fluid, and sometimes in traces of saliva. And it's like I said, it might not be through spit, but you can still contract it that way, but there's a very small chance that you will. Personally, I'm not scared of Ebola because I'm a very cautious person. I wash my hands. I don't do anything with needles unless I'm at the doctor, and I make sure they have that stuff sterile. I don't do anything such as swap bodily fluids with another woman. Not right now, man. I'm only in 9th grade, dude. Don't judge me. Like I said, as long as you don't do any of the things that I told you about how you can contract it, you really shouldn't get Ebola, because it's not that hard to spot, and you need to learn the facts before you freak out, because all the people that are freaking out right now don't know how you can contract Ebola and don't know what it does. They really don't. They just hear that Ebola is a deadly disease and they don't want to get it and all this stuff. They don't really know the whole story. So learn your facts. get to know what Ebola really is, and don't be so scared of it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did learn something, please leave a like down below. Leave a comment on what you want me to talk about, my thoughts on next episode, and hopefully, and maybe I'll pick your comment, showcase it in the video, and talk about my thoughts on your comment. But I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep it real, keep it cool, guys. Until then, peace. Bye-bye.